Hi, PerspectiveWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Wednesday, September 23rd. A little bit milder of a morning here in the Mid-Atlantic region. Low temperatures in the overnight hours, generally in the mid to upper 50s along the I-95 corridor reaching from D.C. to Philadelphia to New York City. That's as opposed to the 40s of the past several nights. In fact, some places in the Mid-Atlantic region had 4 straight nights with low temperatures in the 40s. And that's the first time in many, many decades that has happened. 4 consecutive nights in the 40s for lows in the month of September, right around the equinox as well. This morning, again, milder. We'll get up well up into the 70s this afternoon in places like D.C., Philadelphia, New York City, perhaps a flirtation with the 80-degree mark, but remains rather comfortable for the rest of the work week. Then we'll have to watch to see if some moisture from the remains of Tropical Storm Beta actually produce some showers in the Mid-Atlantic region anywhere from late Friday into the upcoming weekend. This is the latest map from the National Hurricane Center of our 2 systems that we've been dealing with over the past several days, and we'll focus in on these tropical systems, or in the case of Teddy, it's a post-tropical system right now. First of all, Beta. This is the location of the remnants of Beta. Came ashore along the Texas coastline and will drift to the north and east over the next couple of days. And again, it could throw some moisture into the Mid-Atlantic region and produce some showers anytime from late Friday into the upcoming weekend. Meanwhile, we've talked a lot about Teddy. This is now a post-tropical system over the eastern part of Nova Scotia, pounded Nova Scotia in the overnight hours into today with some heavy rainfall, strong winds, and some high waves along the southern coast. Now, we talked about the kind of the balancing act that goes on in nature in many, many ways. And one way to transport the heat and humidity from the tropical region to the cold and dry northern latitudes is through tropical cyclone formation and movement of tropical cyclones. This particular system, for example, formed way over here off the west coast of Africa, somewhere in this region right here, let's say around latitude of 13 degrees north. That's in the tropical region, and then it took its course to the east of Bermuda and up right now to the eastern side of Nova Scotia, and actually will help to produce some accumulating snow in Greenland over the next couple of days. Again, it's a post-tropical system at this point, and it'll get absorbed into kind of a larger storm up over the Greenland area. But indeed, the moisture from this particular system will play a role in some accumulating snow in Greenland, southern Greenland, over the next few days. And again, this is all part is about the balancing act of Mother Nature that distributes some heat and humidity from the tropics to the northern latitudes through tropical cyclone activity. And here's the actual storm track by NOAA's National Hurricane Center of the remnants, or the post-tropical Teddy here, again, right now causing some stormy conditions over Nova Scotia. It'll continue to move to the north and east, right towards Greenland, and this is Greenland right here. In this part of Greenland, we'll see in a moment here, we'll get some significant accumulating snow over the next few days as this system kind of gets wrapped up, kind of gets absorbed into a pre-existing cyclone. And in fact, there'll be some accumulating snow in this area as well over the next few days. So again, this is a classic example of tropical heat and humidity, tropical heat and moisture going all the way up into the Arctic region, 60 plus degrees here, and resulting in some snowfall over the southern half of Greenland in the next few days. Here's in fact a snowfall forecast map from last night's operational run of the GFS at 6Z by Saturday morning. So it includes all time between now and Saturday morning. And look at this. This is Greenland right here. This is all snow accumulation, and on the southeastern part of Greenland right in here, that's some significant snow accumulation. In addition, it helps to create the moisture from the remnants of Teddy, help to create the snow accumulating snow across northeastern Canada right here. So again, Nova Scotia getting hit right now, and the post-tropical cyclone Teddy moves up into this region, gets absorbed into kind of a pre-existing cyclone, and helps to generate some snowfall for Greenland and northeastern Canada over the next few days. Well, let's walk through the surface forecast maps for the continental U.S. from the 6E run of the operational GFS. And by the way, we have a very chilly air mass, looks like, headed into the central and eastern U.S. During the very beginning of October. That is late next week. It looks like perhaps some winter-like cold coming to much of the central and eastern U.S., at least for a temporary basis, by the end of next week. As we begin the day, high pressure continues to control the weather in the Mid-Atlantic region. This rain is associated with the remnants of beta. Again, it came ashore over southeastern Texas, drifting to the north and east, and will move. The moisture field will move to the north and east over the next couple of days and could spawn some shower activity in the Mid-Atlantic region late Friday into the upcoming weekend. Here we go, moving forward here. Again, mainly rain-free conditions in the Mid-Atlantic region, northeast U.S. for the next couple of days, but then we'll have to watch. Here we are by Friday morning, the moisture field from the remains of beta, again, moving to the north and east. The European model actually has a little bit more bullish of a sign for this moisture to impact the Mid-Atlantic region late Friday night into Saturday with some rainfall. GFS tends to weaken it perhaps a bit too early in the game here, so we'll have to monitor that. Again, the threat for showers will increase late Friday night into the day on Saturday for the Mid-Atlantic region from the remains of beta. Then that moves on out of here, and we generally have a rain-free country at this point by the latter part of the upcoming weekend. But let's move quickly forward here, and I just want to point out this cold air mass coming late next week. Here we have some southwesterly flow and some relatively mild conditions to begin the week, but then we'll start looking upstream and look at this tremendous fetch of air from the north to the south. Here's the Canadian high pressure system early next week. This is the forecast map for Tuesday of next week. Winds blow clockwise around high, so this is a northerly flow of air from the heart of Canada, central Canada, all the way into the central U.S., and it is a chilly air mass moving all the way into the central and eastern U.S. towards the latter part of next week. Again, Canadian high drops all the way into the central U.S., and this will be a chilly air mass towards the end of next week, going into the first weekend of October. So it's something to look forward to. And again, right now, the remains or the post-tropical Teddy continue to pound away at Nova Scotia. It will continue to move to the north and east of the high latitudes and actually contribute to accumulating snow over the next few days in southern Greenland, northeastern Canada. Meanwhile, the remnants of beta will move to the north and east over the next few days, and it could very well produce some shower activity in the Mid-Atlantic region late Friday into the upcoming weekend. And a cold air mass drops out of Canada into the central and eastern U.S. latter part of next week during the very early part of the month of October. That's it for now for PerspectiveWeather.com. I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.